Poetry Moment read by Clarica. The Progress of Poesy, a Pindaric Ode, by Thomas Gray. Awake, Aeolian lyre, awake, and give to rapture all thy trembling strings. From Helicon's harmonious springs 1,000 rills their mazy progress take. The laughing flowers that round them blow drink life and fragrance as they flow. Now the rich stream of music winds along, deep, majestic, smooth, and strong, through verdant vales and Ceres' golden rain, now rolling down the steep amain. Headlong, impetuous, see it pour, the rocks and nodding groves rebellow to the roar. O sovereign of the willing soul, parent of sweet and solemn breathing airs, enchanting shell, the sullen cares and frantic passions hear thy soft control. On Thracia's hills the Lord of War has curbed the fury of his car, and dropped his thirsty lance at thy command. Perching on the sceptred hand of Jove, thy magic lulls the feathered king. With ruffled plumes and flagging wing, quenched in dark clouds of slumber lie the terror of his beak and lightnings of his eye. Thee the voice, the dance obey, tempered to thy warbled lay. O'er Idalia's velvet green the rosy crowned loves are seen on Cytherea's day. With antic sport and blue-eyed pleasures, frisking light in frolic measures, now pursuing, now retreating, now encircling troops they meet. To brisk notes and cadence beating, glance their many twinkling feet. Slow melting strains their queen's approach declare, where'er she turns the Graces homage pay. With arms sublime that float upon the air, in gliding state she wins her easy way. O'er her warm cheek and rising bosom move the bloom of young desire and purple light of Louvre. Man's feeble race, what ills await! Labor and penury, the racks of pain, disease and sorrow's weeping train, and death, sad refuge from the storms of fate. The fond complaint, my song disprove, and justify the laws of Jove. Say, has he given in vain the heavenly Muse? Night and all her sickly dews, her spectres wan, and birds of boding cry, he gives to range the dreary sky. Till down the eastern cliffs afar Hyperion's march they spy, and glittering shafts of war. In climes beyond the solar road, where shaggy forms o'er ice-built mountains roam, the Muse has broke the twilight gloom to cheer the shivering native's dull abode, and oft beneath the odorous shade of Chile's boundless forests laid, she deigns to hear the savage youth repeat, in loose numbers wildly sweet, their feather-cinctured chiefs and dusky loves, her track, where'er the goddess roves, glory pursue and generous shame, th' unconquerable mind, and freedom's holy flame. Woods that wave o'er Delphi's steep, isles that crown the Aegean deep, fields that cool Ilyssus laves, or where meanders amber waves, in lingering labyrinths creep. How do your tuneful echoes languish, mute but to the voice of anguish, where each old poetic mountain inspiration breathed around, every shade and hallowed fountain murmured deep a solemn sound, till the sad Nine, in Greece's evil hour, left their Parnassus for the Latian plains. Alike they scorn the pomp of tyrant power, and coward Vice that revels in her chains. When Latium had her lofty spirit lost, they sought, O Albion, next thy sea-encircled coast. Far from the sun and summer gale, in thy green lap was Nature's darling laid. What time, where lucid Avon strayed, to him the mighty mother did unveil her awful face, the dauntless child stretched forth his little arms, and smiled. "This pencil take," she said, "whose colors clear richly paint the vernal year. Thine too these golden keys, immortal boy. This can unlock the gates of joy, of horror that, and thrilling fears, or ope the sacred source of sympathetic tears. Nor second he that rode sublime upon the seraph wings of ecstasy, the secrets of the abyss to spy, he passed the flaming bounds of place and time. The living throne, the sapphire blaze, where angels tremble while they gaze, he saw, but blasted with excess of light, closed his eyes in endless night. Behold where Dryden's less presumptuous car wide o'er the fields of glory bear two coursers of ethereal race, with necks in thunder clothed, and long resounding pace. Hark! his hands the lyre explore. Bright-eyed Fancy, hovering o'er, scatters from her pictured urn thoughts that breathe, and words that burn. But ah, 'tis heard no more. O lyre divine, what daring spirit wakes thee now, though he inherit nor the pride nor ample pinion that the Theban eagle bear, sailing with supreme dominion thro' the azure deep of air? Yet oft before his infant eyes would run such forms as glitter in the Muse's ray. With orient hues unborrowed of the sun, yet shall he mount and keep his distant way, beyond the limits of a vulgar fate, beneath the good how far, but far above the great.